Have you ever wondered why you're always so angry, tired, frustrated? Can't seem like you can get things together with yourself or with your family? Yeah, I was feeling the same way a few years ago until I discovered that I needed to heal my wound because there were blockages there. So today I want to talk about what helped me through my wound healing, and that is Queen Afua's Sacred Woman book. You all, this workbook um, has totally changed my life forever. I started it about 7 years ago. I was at a place to where I had autoimmune disorders to where something inside of my body was fighting itself. And so some of my organs would start not to function properly, and just a whole myriad of medical um, things that were happening to me. So after the doctors couldn't find out what was wrong through medicines, through treatments, through tests, I wanted to go on a journey to heal myself. Hi, if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I'm Charity Nasaya. I have been a registered nurse for 20 years, and now my focus is to help women, especially mothers, to love themselves again, to get back to healing their wounds so they can heal their families and heal their communities. So, yeah, they couldn't find out anything to help me. It was getting worse and worse. It was moments where I couldn't walk, I couldn't hold my son, and it was just havoc in my life. I was literally preparing my funeral with my 12-year-old daughter. So, and then they always say when the teacher is ready, that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I can't remember how. I need to sit down and do a timeline one day. And that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna share with you all one day a timeline of my wound healing and what got me to this process and the things that have helped. But I was just thinking about it today, and I wanted to come on. Anybody who wants to try Queen of Fools, Sacred Woman. Now, this is the 20th edition. I have the first edition around here somewhere. I have it tabbed and sectioned off, but I also got the 20th edition, anniversary edition, when it came out because it was some updates, especially with some of the statistics that she has in here of some updates from 20 years ago. So I just bought that one too. Um, yeah, so I'm not sure. I can't recall how I came into the knowledge of Queen of. No, I do know how. Erica Badu. I have been an Erica Badu fan, listener, for supporter since she came out. 98, 99, was it somewhere like that? And I think I was reading an interview, watching an interview, and she was talking about it, and Queen of Fool came up. And after that, I think that's when I started seeing the different things that people talking about Queen of Fool. So I got the book. The first few times I went through it by myself, and I want to encourage anybody who is going through the book by themselves. It is meant to be like a textbook or a guide, and not so much as a book that you read straight through. If you try to read it straight through, that is going to be very confusing. It's going to be overwhelming because she brings in a lot of ideologies, methodologies, and practices that we may not be familiar with. um, it doesn't go against any religion, but some people have perceived it as a religious thing, and it's not. It's very spiritual based. And she does say that in the book, to whatever your faith is, whatever your creator, your who you hold on to, that's who you can apply. When you say your prayers, you don't have to do everything in the book step by step. The first couple times I did the book, I did it by myself alone, and I just took it bit by bit, what I could handle. I read what would resonate with me, what wouldn't resonate with me. I became very intrigued by ancient Kemet, and the laws of Mayat, and that's what she explains in the beginning of the book. And so that took me on another journey into learning about Kemet, ancient Egypt, and the Orishas, and just the West or African spirituality foundation. Not of the different religions, but the spiritual base, the spiritual foundation of it. And that was very, it helped me to figure out myself, to just to have a more sense of power of self, if that makes sense. Um, so I just really wanted to come on for anybody who has read the book, who had to stop, who wants to start to read it again. Just take it little by little. If you all want me to do like a class or a workshop on it, then I'm more than happy to. Like I said, the first few times I did it by myself, I didn't know anyone who would do it or participate with me, which was hard. Then in 2019, I think it was, I went through her sacred rites of passage. And so that was very exciting because she taught, from, she, author of the book, she taught us through the different chapters or the different gateways of the book. It made a lot of more sense. I was able to go through that and really get a real connection and feel of what womb healing is. Womb healing is taking control back. Is connecting yourself with your ancestors, especially on our mother's side. That's very important because the womb holds experiences, the wombs hold trauma. Um, and you could sometimes be going through things or have a reaction to something that didn't even happen to you. It could have happened to your mother or your grandmother or her mother. But as women, and we have wombs, we hold all of that in. And it could even show up now as being like real bitchy, or have an attitude, or we just have this chip on our shoulder for something, or we always don't feel right, or it's painful menstrual cycles, or it's a heavy bleeding for 7 days, which is, I went through all of that. Now I am at a place of peace with my womb. I'm continuing to talk to her. I'm continuing to build a relationship with her, and it has changed my relationship with my children. Um, I was married at the time, so we'll talk about that later. That's a whole nother story. But it really is about just connecting with yourself, connecting with your woman, healing yourself. And if you want to have a little workshop or a class individually about the book, let me know. Give me some comments. I want to know what you thought about the book. I am currently now working with one lady. We have weekly meetings, and we're going through the book, and I'm trying to help her on her journey to womb healing. Because when I tell you it's life changing, it really is. Now my daughter, who's 23, and she knows this, she's incorporated some of this with me, and she also helps. So it's not only for us, it's for our children, for our children's children, and for our community. So I just wanted to share that with you all. I hope you all having a great day. And if you're new, like I said, welcome here. This is the Empire Womb Collective, where we talk about all things womb, women, healing, and wellness. So until next time, peace.